Hey, welcome back. Just doing a quick check this Sunday morning on the turkeys, and we have a problem. How did you get outside? Yeah, I know, right? How long have you been out here, you dorks? So quite the update this morning. We got the escapees over here, which they were hanging around the coop, so that's good. What worries me is they're dumb. Like, people are like, oh, chickens are dumb. No, turkeys are dumb. So it worries me because they were thirsty, which is dumb because there's water out here, but zip it. But I found a problem. Something's getting eggs again. I gotta go check cameras and find out what's going on, because that's not good. I could tell something got in there and ate some eggs because there's a mess in there. So let's find out what's getting those eggs again. Hopefully, the camera's a bit of a pain in the butt lately. It's like they say they're on, and then I go to take the card out, and then it turns on. I'm like, what the? I don't know. They're weird. See, like this one. Oh my gosh. What, are you having a cow in there or an egg? I come in here, it says the battery light's good, and then I push that off, and you're supposed to just push it off, and now it turned on. Let's see. But I have a card to replace it with. I got this new feeder thing set up. That is way nicer. Originally I was doing this with just a hanging thing. I still get squirrels, but they make kind of less of a mess. It's nice. Because what I do is I wouldn't refill that until they cleaned up the mess on the ground, because it was bad. So I will go figure out what's getting the eggs again. I hope it's not another skunk. I haven't set up the trap because I need to cleanse it of all its unholy stink. So anyway, so we did something interesting over the weekend with the kids. We took the kids to a iFly and Flow Rider thing. Check out the highlights of that. Yeah, they had fun. You know, the thing, you gotta get out. You gotta spend time with the kids. Anyways, so check the cameras. Nothing. However, I've got a problem with the one looking into the coop. I'm not getting any pictures, and I haven't gotten, I showed you that. The battery light says green. Green means go, I guess. I guess not. So I'm gonna change the batteries on it. Let's see what it does. But there's nothing. There's not one picture, and there should be. I used to get pictures all the time. That was my #1 camera. It's the one I wasn't having problems with, so. Hanging out with Papa. Look at that. So my ultimate goal with this is I want this orchard as self-sufficient as possible. I'd love to have it varmint proof. I'd love to have it varmint proof and all that, and we're working on that. But I don't mind the occasional have to come up and get them food or whatnot. But I don't like the possibilities of losing chickens and eggs and things. The orchard's already set. It automatically waters. I don't go into it as much as I used to. And then I need to clean out. I got to deal with the sunflowers, and we're gonna work something up. Because that was a big one. That was taking me 2 to 3 hours a day to water at the peak until I got it taken care of. That was horrendous. So I need to deal with the varmint problem, and I think the way I can deal with that is have a trap always set up, baited, and get the lights. I haven't put the lights up yet. That should deal with the varmints. I've got to deal with water. The water for the chickens right now is not automatic. I want to have them a constant running supply, and I can do that. I haven't finished the line. I got a special line I'm running that'll be heated for the winter so it won't freeze. Even though it's going to be running, that's how I'm going to do it. It'll be insulated and that. Food supply is not so bad. I showed you that feeder. That was really great. That lets me put more food out there, and they're not scattering it as bad. So it seems to be doing better. Although I got to stop feeding them crumble. They love crumble. They eat it like it's nobody's business, but they eat too much of it. The pellet stuff they don't eat as fast, but I don't know if it's better or worse. So we'll see what happens. Squirrels are going to be the toughest to deal with. There's just two. I've counted 4 so far. I've caught 4, and I've counted 4 more. So there are these ground squirrels, and they are everywhere. We're on our way to automating the orchard. Automating it. Self-sufficientizing the orchard. Things are progressing. We got one baby chick that's still alive. That's good. It's good. Hanging out with Dad. I've noticed that he's getting further and further away from Mom. I imagine he'll probably break away here in the next thing. Oh, let me tell you a story. This is what concerns me. What started the whole thing. So we had almost 50 chickens up here. I think we were at around 45 to 48. I kept losing track, but well, one day I came in and I saw a dead chick. Okay, it wasn't that weird. It was outside the coop, and I thought, okay, probably anything could have happened. So there was a dead chick. Well, then I looked past the fence behind the building there, and there was more. So I went back there. There were 6 juvenile chickens. These are the ones we raised at the house and brought in when they were big enough. So what were they, about a month and a half old, roughly, almost 2? There was a pile of them, about 6 of them, in a, like, not lined up, like hunting kind of thing, but they were right there in a spot, all piled around. And they didn't have any signs of, one of them had a tiny little puncture wound in its leg. And but the rest were clean. No missing feathers, nothing, no no saliva, nothing on them. No idea. Absolutely no idea what caused that. We have a suspicion. So the dog is a suspicious one. I've seen her secretly. I've watched her around the chickens when she knows I'm not there, and she doesn't bother them. She wants their eggs, but she doesn't. She used to get eggs every day. Like, so we had a trailer up here, and she would sleep under the trailer, and the chickens would sleep under the trailer with her. So I don't think there's any fear there of the dog. That would show if she was being violent, if she was eating chickens, they would be a little afraid of her. But no, anyways, so I don't know what piled up these chickens and didn't eat them. The dog's my best guess. A fox would carry one off. A hawk would carry one off. I don't know. I don't know if they just died. I'm very careful about the poison for the gophers. So why they died in the same spot. Oh, one theory I heard from someone, which is probably it. There might have been fighting. I know it wasn't Fred, because he doesn't come out of the fenced area. But one of the earlier roosters, I taken care of one, but I got another one. They might have killed them. So that's what we found. That's probably the most. They just happened to kill them right there, I guess. I just don't see I don't see a predator doing that, other than a dog. But again, I have a hard time believing it was the dog, unless here's the other theory I heard. They were killed by another rooster in a fight, and the dog Lucy, feeling bad, picked him up and carried him over to the same spot. I don't know. But that was a weird one. It hasn't happened again, although we don't. I only have like 5 juveniles left, although they're getting big now, and then that one baby. So we'll see. I have no idea. It's really weird. I don't see any signs of anything. There's no feather. You know, I've seen where a hawk gets a chicken. Okay, there's feathers everywhere. Like they're fighting, and a fox, same thing. Well, a fox actually is pretty good, but a fox carries it off. The fox doesn't eat it. They're not trophy killers. So it's just really weird. And actually, the dog will eat the chicken too. If I have to bury him in the orchard and lock him up, because some dog will go unbury him. It's really gross. So that's what I'm dealing with. We're getting it to a point where it's protected. I feel good about it, but I've got to get it more protected. I do not want the turkeys getting out. I don't want them getting outside the orchard because they're dumb. They're dumb. And they will not be able to get back, even though it's the same process of getting out. Like the stupid turkeys couldn't get back into the enclosure. So we'll see. I'll get this water done, get the lights put up, and then we'll go from there. I think I fixed the camera. I think it was the batteries, because that battery light wasn't on anymore. So there's green means go, apparently not. So it must have been that. So hopefully we can find out what's eating those eggs. But if it's a skunk, it won't be back today. So we'll have to keep up on it, and I'll keep refreshing, and I'll get the trap set up. I'll do that tomorrow. So hope you enjoy the video. Kids face planting, all that stuff. And we'll see you on the next video.
Spider-Man. Awesome. Make that like. Oh yes. Come on in, Patrick. So.